What's going on, everybody? My name's Tim, and here we're taking a look at the Vvolt Sirius.
MPF drive. Shifter's crazy.
And you don't open it from the top or the bottom, you open it from the side. This is really cool packaging because you're not like breaking your back trying to pull out this huge mountain bike. So let's just get into it. You use this thing to kind of help prop it up to install the wheel, and this looks, I don't think this is the way that I'm supposed to do this. Okay, there you have it. It's unboxed. That was one of the easiest unboxing I've ever done. It was packaged beautifully. Here, it's got a Gates belt drive system, which is amazing. Again, a mid-drive motor, torque-based sensor, so that's a lot different than a cadence sensor, which I'll explain in a little bit. A battery that lasts a very long time, and this little nifty shifting mechanism, which I don't know how I feel about just yet. I guess we'll just kind of dive in and take a look at it and check it out, see how it works. Kind of a cool play on like a commuter-friendly mountain bike, e-mountain bike, that can go and rip off-road. It's got a 120mm air spring fork in the front, which is great for gravel riding. While it can probably commute and go on some light gravel rides just fine, I'm gonna take it on some serious off-roading adventures just to see how it actually does. It comes with these Kenda 27.5 by 2.2 inch tires that are knobby enough to get you off-road right out the box. And the paint, fit and finish looks great. Okay, we got the battery charged up, and inside the box is this party box, which has a bunch of stuff in it. So let's just go ahead and some cool stickers. Party materials, don't worry, you don't have to be like, be a bike mechanic to get rolling. Your bike is 97% assembled. A light, that's awesome. Dang, I didn't know that actually. Does it have charge in it? Yeah, it looks like it. Whoa. Very cool. So we'll definitely get that. Oh, it's got like different levels of light intensities there. Great. Awesome. That's huge. This thing feels really good too. You get a little bike tool there, some pedals, like a rear light or whatever. Super bright. Look at the display. Oh yeah, just tap it. Oh, it's on, ready to rip. You get different levels, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Blah, blah, blah. I'm sure there's lots of menu items we can go through in there. Battery level, but again, miles per hour. I'm just gonna get out there and ride it real quick.
I can't believe this bike right now. What the hell, dude? This is crazy. This is cheating in the best way. I just love that it's a commuter but has a front fork. This shifter's crazy, and the motor, really powerful. I do know it's torque based, so that's cool.
Yeah, it's got that cool like non-chain whatever belt.
Yeah, the Gates carbon belt drive, which is like ultimate commuter. And internal gut gearing. These handlebars are real narrow. But the, whoa! Holy shit! This feels awesome! Whoa! Twist is what I gotta get used to. It's like stepless, so it's a crazy feeling. That's why we got the Gates belt drive, baby! Don't even have to worry about it. I'm loving this bike. Holy crap. I don't know what rating this trail is, but I'd say it's probably like a blue or a green, but tons of confidence. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. We're going through it. We're testing out this motor and its water. I hope
that was a bit deeper than I thought.
That was super deep. It totally covered the motor. It's gonna like fry out on me now. Got it. I was submerged. I love how you can just, the more you pedal, the faster it goes. That's really, really cool. And actually, I like how narrow the handlebars are. Not bad. I got a pretty upright, non-aggressive. My seat's kind of high, or it's to the height that I like it. And it kind of feels like I'm pushed forward a little bit, like I could easily go over if I don't watch it. There are 5 levels of pedal assist. I'm in number 5 right now. We have about 1 mile on this odometer, and that's cool. I'm getting ready to come up to this pretty steep hill, so I'm gonna twist it into hill mode here and just hammer down as much as I can. See how got a 250 watt motor, and it's working fine. I got Sagan legs right now. This is crazy. Just minimal effort. This is perfect. But you can bomb, dude. These brakes, probably got to bed them in a little bit. We're off. We're off, baby. Oh. Okay. Okay, learn the limits. That air fork. I should have put air in it. Definitely. Oh shit! Oh my god! Already got a squeaky belt. That's just because it's dirty inside. So look like that. Standover height's good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm 5'8", 5'9", 31-inch inseam. Just kind of resting right there. It's a NPF drive. Alrighty. You can get cooking, but dude, I do feel like the seat's a little high up. Pitched forward might dip it. Woo! Fred, you can do it! Oh, you just gotta power through, huh? Dude, that's deep. All right. You know, this bike handles pretty well. If there's anything I'd change on it right now, would be we'll put wider bars on here, for sure, because I'm used to that. And I think that's it. Wider bars, different pedals for sure. You could outfit it with a different fork. I mean, this fork's an air fork, it's fine, but it keeps like, I wouldn't say bottoming out, but it sounds a little loose. Look at that. I think that's just, I don't know what that is. Oh, and yeah, these pedals are real slippery, but this bike flies, dude. Those are all fixable things. To the core, this bike is really quick. Oh. Holy shit. Yeah, buddy. Oh my god. Holy. Alright, so forward's easier. This stepless shifter is crazy. That takes some getting used to for sure. Because it's like easy hard without having any. It's just a very gradual, very trippy, but smooth, incredibly smooth. Shift it real quick. Can't necessarily say that I dislike it, and can't say that I like it. It's different. One thing I do notice is when you're jamming downhill and you want to get into steeper gear, you're kind of having to like twist your wrist, which is a bit unnatural feeling. So I guess you have to be more meaningful with your gear shifts and knowing what gear you're going to be in. However, climbing is amazing because it's a stepless gear, so you can just kind of smooth on butter into a different easy climbing gear. Motor-wise, this motor doesn't have a lot of whine to it compared to some others that I've heard, but it's a 250 watt motor, NPF, mid-drive, torque-based motor, which is so much better than a cadence-based motor because it, you know, the more effort you put into it, it gives you back. 250 watts is plenty for this trail. So we're doing the Bowfax Ridge Trail in Fairfax, California. You know, it's got some steep sections, so I've been able to get up all of them. Definitely in level 2 standing up, but definitely in level 5 sitting down. The more effort you put into it, the more the assistance kicks in, and that's a much more kind of like natural feeling thing than cadence, because you can just be like spinning the cranks barely and the motor will just be on off, right? Whereas this is just gradual pull. Flatter, kind of easier trails where this bike really comes live. I'm in level 3 on the hardest gear and I'm ripping, dude. I'm like 17 miles an hour, barely pedaling. I can feel the motor just kicking in big time right now. This really is awesome. What do I think of this bike for this trail and this off-road riding that I've been doing? I think it does a really good job. The geometry and the reach is right here. I mean, I don't feel like I'm stretched out or too stretched out at all. For off-roading and true mountain biking, if you're going downhill, I'd like to see this head angle slacked out just a little bit more, but that's not really what this bike is intended to do. It can do it and do it just fine, but it's definitely not its strongest suit. But that's not a flaw of the bike. That's just not what it's made to do, right? It's made to like commute, take an abuse here and there. The 100mm air fork is nice because you can hit potholes, get off road, have all that chatter taken out, and just be in a really comfortable, upright, sort of slouched over riding position. The chainstays are plenty long. They're not short by any means. I think they're 435 or 440. So that's pretty long, but for a mountain bike, but on par for like a gravel bike or a cruiser bike packing type of bike. And that's where this bike really is made to live. Vision and statement. So when you have that kind of at the forefront, then you take the necessary steps to get there. And they wanted to keep pricing down, make them affordable, make them accessible, but then also give you bomb-proof ability, and they've done that. Somebody who pretty much nailed kind of who this bike is for. Also, the gel seat on this thing, out the box, I'm wearing a chamois, but man, if I didn't have this gel seat on here, I'd be hating life. This place is ready. Anyway, he kind of nailed who this bike is for. He said that it's not necessarily like someone who's super serious about riding, right? Because that person wants a very specific bike with very specific geometry, with very specific componentry and group sets and all that stuff. Whereas this bike, while it can get you out there and riding in places like this, and even beyond this, it's not blinding you with all the bling of some modern spec bikes. You know, it's got the Gates carbon belt drive with the Vvolt internal hub and internal gearing hub rather. And those things already, once you start with that platform and you build off of it, then everything just kind of falls into place in terms of bomb-proof ability, reliability, maintenance-free, and all that stuff. So while on one end you can get like really cheap e-bikes in like the $1,000 category, and then you can get really blinged out mountain bike specific e-bikes in, you know, upwards of $6,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $10,000. This one just kind of finds its way and nestles itself right in there and gives you everything you need without being blingy, with practicality in mind. And I think Vvolt has done a great job with that. So I think if you're in the market looking for a bike under $3,000 that will give you a lot of bike, and you're kind of like not sure, you know, if the next $2,000 to get into an e-mountain bike is the way to go, then I think this bike's worth checking out, because no frills, no bling, just commute, bomb-proof ability. Here's another thing that I would note: the computer here, the buttons. If this is like your off-road specific model, the buttons are hard to tell when you press them. So I'd like to see some more tactile feedback in the buttons. But that's really like the only gripe that I have. Pretty much it, man. If you got any questions, drop them below. Follow me on Instagram at @thegravelist_. And keep riding, have fun, stay healthy. Happy holidays, happy New Year.